can as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Chris Moore returning it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago, and really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. From the 29, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's out right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We're scoreless after 1. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's third and 7. play fake, and it's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
31 yards there and a first down. From the 10, first and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second down and goal. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. goes underneath for Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A good head-down running on the return gets you about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jack Crawford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run it again with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ravens 3.
Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54.
Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
At the 5-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
13.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Ravens 10, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff to Henry. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open is Swaim, the tight end.
Tannehill.
3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Tennessee.
Here you go, right here. That's 20. Right. To you.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Tannehill's pass complete.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here we go, here we go. At 30.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Tannehill now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead.
This is my mode, baby.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Got an open man, it's Foster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.